Alright guys, settlement review number 3. I was doing number 3 at National Park Visitor Center and that went to shit. So now I'm gonna try and do Echo Lake Lumber really quick as my third, and then I'll go back and do National Park Reserve. So we'll work our way from the waterfront up. When you come here, it's to clear it out for the little girl. I don't know what her name is. What is there? Oh, I'll scrap that. Every settlement review I've tried to do, the weather's been shit, so that sucks, but I'm sorry, the weather is usually shit in this DLC. So just to start it all off, looking at the lakefront, or stream front, or whatever, they do give you a decent amount of water, not quite as much as Dalton Farm, but definitely still enough to work with. The beach looks like shit, so if you're into it for the beach, don't. There's a pretty embarrassing dock, nothing really impressive about it. There's a lot of farmable land right here, so you can kind of make this the food power, like the food producing settlement. It's pretty flat down there, and then you get into a little bit of less hospitable terrain up here, and it actually goes back to being flat. So there's a little bit of a incline followed by more flat land that you can harvest for yourself. When you start off, there is a building here, which I scrapped. It's pretty decent. You could use it for yourself. Pretty feasible. It stays together pretty nicely. There's a ton of wood here to start you off. Like, just from scrapping stuff here, I have almost 900 wood. So, I mean, not great, but it's still pretty good. You have a better little dock here. Sorry. You have a better little dock here to work with. It kind of cuts off in the middle, which kind of sucks. But you have a little bit to work with here. Maybe do 2 stalls here, market stalls. I don't know. I like using the docks for markets. As you move around, you see it kind of doesn't give you a lot of natural defenses. It's actually probably the least naturally defended out of all of them. You're literally going to have to build a wall all the way around. I mean, there's not even really a single point where, other than I guess the waterfront where you won't have to. They give you a little bit of a wall here. It's kind of nice, but not much. And they give you this, which you actually can't go inside, which is kind of a jip. I mean, this is the obvious place to put your front gate, and then as you continue around the perimeter, you see they don't really scratch your back at all with this one. Like, you're really gonna have to just bite the bullet and do the wall yourself. Now, this is kind of like the dog track stands, and they kind of fuck you a little bit. Like, there's not a whole lot you can do with this stuff. I actually didn't test if you could put a foundation. Or you can, so I mean, that helps you a little bit. Yeah. If you do it higher. I mean, you can kind of do a foundation, so do like a Diamond City type thing where you build into the stands. But, that's not really a really easily workable area, so that's not a great thing. It's a little bit of a natural wall here with the incline, but again, not a lot to work with the natural defenses. And then you come to the big building, basically the centerpiece. It's probably the worst condition out of all of the centralized buildings that you have for settlements.
Shifts. It's making everyone a bit cranky.
Okay, I'll build you beds later. Actually, you shouldn't be sleeping at all since there are no beds. So, yeah, it's in a little bit of shit shape. It'll be hard to, you know, do all the shit patched up decent enough to work with. Like, this is probably staying, unless you have a mod. But it gives you a big area down here for beds. Big area up here. You could actually kind of just turn this into a mall and just have all your shops here. Like, you could even set up like 3 or 4 shops here. And just build elsewhere for your living quarters. If it was up to me, I'd probably just make this top floor my own personal living space. Yeah, up here. And try and do what I can with the roof. But, did I not know this existed earlier? I guess I didn't. Yeah, I would definitely just try and make this bit my, living space because it is the most secluded, nice little place for me to keep to myself. And I mean, they kind of fuck you with the building, but you could lay down floors here. You know, like, just cover it up. I'm doing a shit job right now, but you could do better than me. And you can make this into your own little thing. So, overall, not that great. Probably the least appealing. Or, did I say that about Dalton Farm? No, Dalton Farm is better than this, I'd say. You know, no, I wouldn't. No, this is better than Dalton Farm. Okay. So, if we're gauging them all together, say Long John's Cabin is an 8. Dalton Farm's a 6.5. This is probably like a 5. It basically holds its own against most main game settlements. They really did a good job. These are easy settlements compared to the in-game settlements as far as like being able to build. They're pretty hospitable to work with compared to the other ones. So that's good. But you're still like, see, you're gonna be hard fought to fix this without mods, which sucks. But it's definitely still workable. You can work with it, and that's it. It's a decent settlement, not great. And that is my review for the Echo Lake lumber. So have a great day. Have a great day, guys. I just unplugged my microphone. That's pretty embarrassing. And hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you liked, dislike if you didn't, subscribe if you want more, and comment anything. Always helps when I get feedback. So have a great day, guys. Goodbye. Fuck off.